Hey there, Niranjan here, and I wanted to create another video for you about a new product that is released by Jean Kulinda. And if you know, I myself and Jean, we have worked on a couple of products wherein we, released a few sets of, um, you know, um, local business social media templates or social media posts rather, not templates. So when Jin reached out to me about this training program for restaurants, like for marketing for restaurants, I did not know what to expect from it. Apart from the fact that if Jane is backing it, then I knew it had to be a real deal, right? Because she is somebody who at 70 plus years is running a thriving offline consulting business. And not only that, she has actually put some of her business ideas in automation. For example, she owns a company that provides text messaging services to restaurants and other businesses. And as an offline consultant, you can leverage that, use the exact same model that Jane is using for the last 10 years and leverage on that, right? So one of the most interesting things about this particular funnel is the OTO2. If I had the opportunity, of course, it's not, you just can't go ahead and purchase OTO2 without really getting the front end product, right? So front end is the bare minimum product that you need to get. But I'll tell you something, OTO2 is way more valuable than what you'll get it for, all right? And if I were you and I had this option of paying for this entire funnel and just using OTO2, I would do that because that is extremely powerful. Why? Because it gives you the platform, access to the platform and training that you can use to provide text messaging services for local businesses and restaurants, to be very specific. All right, now what you will be doing using that platform is basically you'll be letting restaurant owners create or build lists of the customers and then market to them via SMSs, right? Imagine this, you give them a plan wherein you say, you know what, this is where your QR code will be there, and then there'll be a customer who comes in and then they scan your QR code, they're automatically added to your list. And after that, let's say you've got a list of 100 people, and you've got a Friday or you've got a Thursday, and you see that your restaurant is not filling up. That's the point in time. What you do is you plan something, right? Let's say you're having live music that particular day. So all you say is, like, send a message is, hey, we are having uh, this particular person playing live music here, and we would love to have you come to the restaurant on this day, right? So basically that opens up a lot of avenues for the restaurant owners to remarket to their audience, which is extremely important because food is such a thing that people eat every day, and given a reason, they would love to come back to their favorite restaurant, right? Sometimes people just need that nudge to kind of bring them to the restaurant, and that's what you're going to provide with OTO2. Now, enough of OTO2 discussion. When you go through the funnel, you'll get to know more about it, but let me quickly tell you what the product is all about, right? So this is a true story of somebody that Jean knows. I personally don't know Marilee. I don't know her at all, right? But this is somebody that Jean knows, and she actually lost everything in a hurricane, and then in 11 weeks she was back on her feet with a certain passive not passive, rather I would say, because she has to work for those 11 weeks. But what Jean tells me, like, during our discussion, is that the skills that she acquired or the skills that she used in order to generate this income in the 11 weeks is nothing that you and I cannot implement. It's more about the intent and the ability to put in the grind, to put it the age-old elbow grind and make this system set up and run. That's what is important, right? So this training course is all about that, right? This is where Jean basically takes you through what this process is all about. She looks gorgeous, doesn't she? I mean, I have had the fortune of interacting with Jean a couple of times, and I must tell you, she's a wonderful lady, and she is an inspiration when it comes to business because I really look up to her. At her age, she is dynamic. She cares for her customers, goes the extra mile to make sure that her customers are taken well care of, And I'll tell you something, she's fanatic about customer service, which is something I love about her, right? So Jean takes you through all the sales pages, all the sales material that she has, all the content that she has, how she sets up things, and all those kind of information, right? So this includes market and setting smart goals, setting up your business properly, and stuff like that. All right. Now, this information is something that you can easily use for other businesses and deliver this as a service. Okay. So I will let Jane handle this particular sales page and convince you about what a product is. But I can tell you that if she tells me, Ranjan, this is something you should look at, and this is a training that you should look at, I will make it a point to check it out, right? That's how much I trust her. So if you trust me, if you know me for my no-nonsense approach towards business, then I think this is something that you should be looking at, all right? And when you're going through the funnel, I'm not going to show you the entire funnel because the funnel consists of 3 products, all right? This is the first one. The second product, or the upgrade one in the funnel, is basically a training course on PowerPoint, how to edit PowerPoint and stuff. So Jean has collaborated with another marketer, Charles, who is again somebody that I really look up to when it comes to creating digital content that is simple to understand and is helpful, action-oriented digital content, right? So Charles Harper, is it his name Harper? I think it's Harper. So Charles has created some PowerPoint training, and Jane has access to that, and she's collaborated with Charles to bring you that training. And knowing Charles from some of the products I have purchased from him in the past to use in my business, I know that the product is of top quality, but I have not personally seen that. Okay. OTO2 is what, as I mentioned earlier, has me excited the most. It is access to Jean's text marketing system. And I must tell you, that is a massive winner, right? That is a massive winner. Okay, so when you're going through the funnel, please do check it out. Now let's talk about the bonuses, shall we? Right. So in these bonuses, as you can see, I've got all these templates that I'm working on for you. You'll be getting these templates, and the way I'm structuring this is you'll be getting 20 templates in PowerPoint and JPG, right? I'm not going to give you PSD and then force you to work with Photoshop. I'm not going to do that, all right? And I'm also not going to give you PowerPoints in the upgrade offer, right? As an upgrade bonus. No, I'm going to give you 20 templates for various restaurants, occasion restaurants, whatever you call it. And 20 of them will be available as front-end bonuses. Now, whereas at 20, you're going to get the JPG version as well as the PowerPoint version, because PowerPoint, I believe my customers need most, and that's what they are most comfortable with from the interactions I've had, right? And that's the reason you're going to get all those 20 PowerPoint templates right up there in the front-end offer as bonuses, okay? If you pick OTO1, which is basically PowerPoint training, how to work with PowerPoint files and templates and stuff like that, that's where I'm going to add another 30 templates, and you'll be getting the JPG as well as the PPT version of it, all right? And if you pick OTO2, which is basically the access to the software, and I would urge, if you have to choose between OTO1 and OTO2, you pick OTO2, because that's where I see the maximum value, right? OTO1 offers tremendous value, right, in terms of training and stuff like that. But if you have to choose for financial reasons or whatever reasons between OTO1 and 2, my recommendation would be go for OTO2, because that's something that you really don't want to miss. Okay. Now for OTO2, the bonuses would be animated files that were given to you earlier in FE and OTO1, right? So in front-end offer, I'm giving you 20 templates as bonuses. In OTO1, I'm giving you 30 more. So that's total of 50, right? So if you get FE, the front-end product, the OTO1 product, that basically means you have access to 50 graphic templates so for social media for restaurants, right? And those are all static templates. Then if you decide to get OTO2, you're going to get all the 50 in animated form. However, if you skip OTO1 and just get the front-end product, and you have that way, you have access to 20 templates which are basically graphic templates, right? Static graphic templates. Then let's say you skip OTO 1 and then you pick OTO 3, OTO 2. What will happen is you will be getting animated versions of those 20 files that you have received in front end. Okay, so essentially the more products you purchase in the funnel, the more valuable your bonuses will become. And you know how much it costs, right? You've seen some of the products I release, some of the products Shane releases, where we provide social media posts for various niches. So you know the value of these, you know how expensive they are, or like, you know, and you know what kind of importance they have for your business, because you're already implementing those strategies in your business right now. So using this for restaurants is not only going to give you the training and stuff. Basically, with my bonuses, you are getting done for you information products that you can implement right into your workflow, right? So that's where your customers will be benefiting faster. And in fact, you could easily use some of these templates to create that rapport with your customer, to create that trust with your customers by offering them something for free for about a week and then charging them later, right? So these are certain things that we have discussed a number of times via email communication, via Facebook groups. Jean has discussed this in detail as well in her group. So I hope you like what you see in terms of my bonuses that I have coming up for you. And those are not ready yet. I'll just be honest and upfront with you. Those are not done yet, but we are working on it. And as you know, good design takes time, right? So it's going to take some time, and then as soon as we are done, I'll be uploading those for you so that you can access them. Please give me 24 to 48 hours to complete these graphics for you. And by what's today? Today is Thursday, right? So by Saturday this time, you should see most of these bonuses completed and ready for you to download. Okay, apart from that, the last product, the previous product I promoted, which is MotoKey's product, which does it's called Repetition Closer. So all the bonuses for those are ready, and I have updated the previews in the bonus page as well. And for this one, I would need about 2 more days to complete it and then reach out to you. All right, thank you so much for checking this video out. It's already too long a video. I really appreciate you taking time out, checking it out, and making decisions or supporting me with my recommendations. All right, cheers, bye.